Yo, what it is, YouTube? It's your boy DC coming back with another bullseye of a video here today on the channel. I wanted to give out a free FabFilter Pro Q3 preset pack, just showing you guys this whole mix that I did right here and every single little EQ move that I did, and talking about the mentality I like to use to get the best out of every single EQ move. So if y'all like this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below. Support the channel by checking the links. Go ahead and grab a plugin preset, a mastering preset, a chorus, or even book a mix if you want more pro sounds like this. So let's get to it right now. Let's listen to the track that we got right here.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Girl, you know, say you have the key. If I know you, me no want nobody. Girl, I know I told you lies, so I don't expect you to always forgive me. Give me. I made so much mistakes, but believe that I tried to change my ways. Just give me one more time.
All right, so the most important thing about the FabFilter is that you have a bunch of different shapes in the fundamental of the EQ, all right? So let's see what we have right here. Okay, so you have like the bell, which you all know what the bell is. We know what the shelf is. Filter. I'm not even gonna waste my time trying to explain that shit. That's something that you gotta know yourself. Okay, but most important thing is the notch. Okay, so specifically right here, I had this sound right here, and sometimes why you have to do a notch. Usually when I do like a crazy aggressive notch right here, is because I maybe feel like I'm taking away presence from the lead vocal. Sometimes y'all be like, oh, why can't I get my track to sound just like my favorite artist? Well, sometimes, a lot of the times, your favorite artists have all the stems, and the whole entire cake is being baked around their vocal, which is the song. You feel me? You know, sometimes when people baking cookies, they throw them raisins, they throw blueberries in that bitch. So by the time you eat the cookie, it's already perfectly baked in. So that's how the vocal is baked in with the beat, because they got the goddamn stems. So sometimes it's about just hearing a certain element in the 2-track beat and maybe notching it out. Here I actually have a snare that was taking away presence from the vocal, understanding that concept that maybe sometimes an instrument in the beat might be taking presence away from the vocal, and that's what you gotta go work at.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Girl, you know, say no want nobody. Girl, I know I told you lies, so I don't expect you to always forgive me. Give me. I made so much mistakes.
Now, as I'm bypassing this, don't actually listen to that little snare. Listen to the lead vocal.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Girl, you know, say you have the key. If I know you, me no want nobody. Girl, I know I told you lies, so I don't expect you to always forgive me. Give me. I made so much mistakes, but believe that I tried.
So it's very subtle, but this basic mentality of understanding the dirty mirror is what I like to call it. Sometimes you might take a picture on your iPhone in the mirror and you're like, you know, now I can't see myself clearly. I can't see myself, which is the vocal, clearly. So now you got to clean that mirror up a little bit and take off the gunk. Imagine that this frequency, this unnecessary frequency, is the gunk, you know, on the actual instrument, the snare that is taking away presence from the lead vocal. So I'm gonna put that in the preset pack too. Another very important concept too is sometimes when knowing to use a filter and when knowing to use a shelf. So you use a shelf, and imagine it to be like the brightness on your iPhone, right? You use a shelf when you want to bring down the brightness on your screen on the iPhone. You like how the low end sounds, but you just want to diminish it a little bit. Let's listen to a sound where I like the body of the sound. I just wanted to get pulled back a little bit. So that's what you have to recognize first. A lot of the times when I'm mixing, I don't even like solo it at all. You know, I might just mute certain parts and shit like that. But that would be a time where I'll be like, let me see how much low end is in it. So we like that bass, we like that body, you feel me? Because it's still contributing to the overall, the booty of the track, you feel me? It's still contributing to the overall fat, the grease, you know, it's that butter that's in the pan, that's, you know, that cooking, that oil, that beef tallow, or whatever the hell they cook with nowadays, these people. But you see that body is contributing to the overall flavor of the track. We still like it, we just want to pull it back down a little bit rather than a whole stick of butter, we're gonna use a half a stick of butter, and that's where you get to the idea of diminishing the body and not just completely removing it. Okay, I need some brightness on my iPhone to see, so I don't need that much brightness. I pulled it back down a little bit, you know.
Just give me one, 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 one. Give me one, 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 one. Oh girl, give me one, give me one, one, give me one, one, give me one, yo yo. Give me one, give me one, one, one more time, one more time.
Hear me out, baby girl. Me know one day woulda leave me, and I me a give you all of the reasons. But I just wanted you to know you on my mind. For you, me still a feelings, but me know say me can't rewind. So I'm just asking you.
So I'm also gonna put that in the preset pack, but now we understand the basic concept of why you would use a shelf and why you would use a filter. Filters when you want to aggressively cut out the low end. Like for example, this percussion, I didn't need this shit. I just feel like I didn't need that. That wasn't the low end that I wanted. I wanted the smooth low end from the pad. So you pick and choose which one that you want to use. You feel me? You know, and that's how you kind of end up in a spot like that. And then after that, you might have a situation too where you come to your music bus, right? That's why I like to group shit, because then I'd be like, oh yeah, towards the end of the mix, I just want to let my vocal cut a little bit through more. Oh, let me just poke a little hole so the vocal could breathe a little bit more.
Just give me one, 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 one. Oh girl,
hear me out, baby girl. Me know one day woulda leave me, and I me a give you all of the reasons. But I just wanted you to know you on my mind. For you, me still a feelings, but me know say me can't rewind. So I'm just asking you to
give me one more time. Me know you not believe me, but give me one more time. One more.
So it kind of sounds like I did an EQ move on the vocal when I didn't. I just see that, okay, this 860 range, there's some harmonies, the lower part of the harmony, the lower part of the vocals, which the vocals need that body too, right? Because the voices are a little bit, upper, right? It still needs that body. Like, let me just clear up that a little bit so that these can go through. And then I just did a very tiny little bit of shelf to let the music breathe a little bit more. So that's how you get everything in the mix to start to have its own position. Usually, when I have a vocal like this, like that auto-tune style vocal, what I'll do is I'll make sure I also like go in and do some like frequency notches if I hear some shitty resonances.
Hear me out, baby girl. Me know one day woulda leave me, and I me a give you all of the reasons. But I just wanted you to know you on my mind. Feelings, but me know I can't rewind. So I'm just asking you to hear me out, baby girl. Me know one day woulda leave me, and I me a give you all of the reasons. But I just wanted you to know you on my mind. For you, me still a feelings, but me know say me can't rewind. So I'm just asking you.
So pay attention to my frequency sweeps. They're only like a dB, 1 to 2 dBs, 3. I don't usually like to go like 6, 7, and I don't try to do a million frequency sweeps. I just see what are the fat little pimples, and usually your vocal should actually sound good when you start doing the sweeps. What are the fat pimples that I need to take off? There's maybe like 2 to 3 pimples, but for the rest, after I take these pimples off, the vocal should be beautiful. It should only be about 3 or 4 of them. You feel me? If you got to keep notching and notching and notching, your vocal's gonna sound like Swiss cheese. It's gonna sound very unnatural and hollow. So here's a very important idea: when to use active and when to use dynamic. I would tell you that it depends on what you want to go for, but personally, when I hear a frequency that I'm like, damn, the higher I go, the more likely I probably use the active, because I know I still want my full mid-range. And I know that some words just have more mid-range than others. So maybe I don't have to just do a regular stagnant notch up here like how I do. Like usually when the lower I go, I would just do like a regular stagnant notch, because it's probably just like a room resonance that's just going to be persistently there. But the active EQ is usually when I know I'm in the upper mid-range and I'm like, man, you know what? There might not even be another harsh word where this even has to be working.
Hear me out, baby girl. Me know one day woulda leave me, and I me a give you all of the reasons. But I just wanted you to know you on my mind.
When you look at that blue bell, it's not always working because not every word is pushing out that resonance.
Hear me out, baby girl. Me know one day woulda leave me, and I me a give you all of the reasons. But I just wanted you to know you on my mind. For you, me still have feelings, but me know say me can't rewind. So I'm just stuck.
So just like that, you will be able to keep your vocal really in check and just super in focused, knowing that you're only taking out what you need to and not unnecessarily ripping out stuff. And that's why do my vocals sound funky? It's gonna sound unnatural. Because when you're talking to a human being, their vocals it's still got the bad resonance in it. Sitting here talking to you, having a conversation, you will notice that, hey, okay, I see that, like, okay, the vocal has it's full spectrum, pretty much type shit, all right? And I think maybe we had an EQ move on background vocals. Let's see. Oh, last thing I want to talk about is shelf, but in the high end though. And you usually use a shelf in the high end when you want to diminish your brightness. And this is good to make sure that you can have everything still feel full. Like I still want my background vocals to be bright. I just don't want them to be too bright to where they step over the lead brightness.
Hear me out, baby girl.
Me never believe you when you tell me one is enough, it won't be two. But me now make you leave, cause I you me no want lose. I need you right here, girl, yes I do. Yes I do. Girl, you know say you have the key. If I know you, me no want nobody. Girl, I know I told you lies, so I don't expect you to always forgive me. Forgive me. I need you right here, girl, yes I do. Yes I do. Girl, you know say you have the key. If I know you, me no want nobody. Girl, I know I told you lies, so I need you right here, girl, yes I do. Yes I do.
So you see, you can also use a little bit of a shelf to push things back into the mix, right? Without removing all of your high end. Because every time you do like a filter, which I know a lot of people like, it's gonna sound like a radio effect. You can only do so much with a filter before it sounds like a radio effect. But at least with the shelf, you can diminish it a little bit and still have your mix, feeling like it's in a good situation. All right. So that's pretty much the end of the video here today on the channel. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more tips just like this. Check down below for the free preset pack. And I just want to say thanks a lot for being a great part of my YouTube family. Appreciate y'all now, YouTube gang. See you next time. Peace.